Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See, we've been a five and we hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. You should try your little father time with me, with me, with me. Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See, we've been a five and we hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me.
Welcome back to another episode of Father Time with De'Meco Blair, a podcast where dads talk about balancing fatherhood, relationships, careers, and passions. I'm De'Meco, resident dad to a wackadoo toddler, and this week, Maejari's just had a high of a week.
Hell yeah.
We can talk about that later, but it's been all ups from the very beginning.
Nice, dog. I love that shit. And I'm a play partner hosting Motion Country Cousin Blair, aka Sir Winnie, father to the 8-year-old who's been high on life since her daddy got back in town. De'Meco, who is this week's forgotten fictional father?
You had to ease into it and make sure you hit every syllable to make sure you said that correctly.
Pause it right. Dramatic effect.
So this week's forgotten fictional father is from a movie that I don't think anyone was going to look at for like a father figure at all.
Right.
This is probably the one movie that I remember vividly committing the whole movie to memory. Like every line, like it was really one of those movies that I just remember rewatching almost immediately. I'm talking about my man, Secretary Cleary, played by the Christopher Walken in Wedding Crashers.
Mm-hmm.
So he is obviously a very intimidating father to Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson's character. But he does everything for his family. In the family dinner setting, obviously he talks about his son who is part of the LGBT community, and his mom is talking off the rails. Okay.
Big time.
Well, yeah, insert clip here because we ain't getting canceled.
Nope, we're not inserting clip here. We're skipping that clip. We don't want to get canceled anywhere. Go to the comment section if you want to know what happened in that scene.
Exactly. But he defends his son and his son's lifestyle, but also in the end of the movie talking to his daughter, who's kind of has this arranged marriage, kind of sees his daughter is unhappy, and while the marriage would benefit his reputation and line his pockets and all that stuff, being in the public office, he tells his daughter, hey, if you're not happy, like, I won't be mad. Like, you do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
I think that's what I aspire to be as a dad, is even when Maejari's scared, she looks to me for advice and trusts that I'm giving her the best advice and know that I will support whatever she decides, good, bad, or indifferent. I think at a certain point or a certain age of when Maejari gets older, I just have to sit back, and I may think, hey, this path is the safer path, the best path, the path that leads to more money or whatever. That's my view based on my own life experiences. My daughter's got to have to make those decisions for herself, and I have to be okay with her making mistakes. And I have to remind myself that all the time. We talk about it because, like, I used to be very like helicopter, don't fall. I'm like, girl, you want to jump off that bounce house? We got insurance for a reason. Obviously, I'm aware. I'm like, all right, no life-threatening shit, because we still trying to get a motherfucking scholarship.
Motherfucking scholarship. Insert that clip.
So yeah, that's this week's forgotten fictional father. I was never anticipating pulling a fictional father from an early 2000s comedy because, as we've just discussed, any clip from any one of those movies could get you canceled. bro. Every tax season, bro. When we start selling stuff,
Yes.
we gonna be talking about write-offs and write-offs.
The write-off people.
The write-off people. So that is a perfect segue as to how we're trying to devise this past weekend as a write-off. What happened this past weekend?
Yeah, dog. So in real time, IRL, the day of recording is 5/8. I just got back from Chicago. De'Meco and I had our first in-person Father Time episode, which is last week. You guys saw that. If you haven't, please go check it out. We'll put the tag on it here. But no, it was a fantastic episode, fantastic time. I got a chance to meet Kate. I got a chance to meet Meme. Bro, I met Roger, Tori, and their daughter Rain. Got a chance to like see all the people that I was on these podcasts with, or like that were on our podcast. Like a few people got to bump elbows, rub elbows with the guys over at Broccoli. Shout out to Johnny. No, man, it was a little overwhelming being back home, because I felt like being here before I left. So many things we had mapped out to do, and I looked at
first that paper looked blank because of the exposure.
Yeah,
I was like, there ain't nothing on there, bro.
When I got home, I looked at it. I was like, oh, we didn't get like a good chunk of this done.
We didn't get anything done.
Yeah, the stuff that we wanted to do, we did not get done. And I think that had a mix to do with some scheduling conflicts with the recording studio, and then pure joy and excitement. And I don't really give a shit about that. Like being able to see my brother in person for the first time was awesome. First thing Dog said to me when he saw me was like, "Yo, you legit are 6'1". Like you're not stop saying you're 6 foot."
Yeah, bro, and like you're wider, so I don't know what it about this camera angle, because like you said it about me, you're like, bro, you really fill out the camera. I'm like, bro,
I look slim
like
in here,
slimmer. Like obviously, yeah, you're a slim person, but like not when I see you.
Yeah, in person, like it's the shoulders are broad in person, brother.
Yeah.
Broad. But no, I mean it was truly an experience. It was a humbling experience.
Type shit, bro. I was gonna type shit. So stupid.
Definitely humbling to come back home. It was a humbling experience to be able to be back in Chicago. Play around the golf with my boy too. Shout out to the guys over at Bata Sole, Fairway Chi, Chicago Golf Gals, Ateneo. We Will Win. I think I'm missing out on a few other people that were there.
Slided golf.
Yeah, slided golf. Yeah, it was great time all around. Brit is a Poplar Creek was a fantastic course. Like I said, I wish I would have had an extra day to like stay and just like get more shit done. But man, oh man, was it a fucking time. A time was had.
A time was definitely had. Yeah, it was. I will agree with you in the fact that like I'm not mad or disappointed or feeling any sort of negative way about not getting the content that we kind of hoped to get, because it, like, again, providing ourselves like that grace of we're meeting each other for the first time, and kind of like when that happened, everything went out the window because we're like, all right, like we could do this or we could do that, and like we're still sizing each other up, albeit not like directly, but like subliminally, like, all right, are the vibes still what this is? Because we know this is familiar, bro. Like, yeah, it feels like you're right in this room with me, but I know you're not. But yeah, it was an interesting dynamic to kind of navigate through, and then also managing the timeline in real time. Like here, we know, hey, we got a couple hours, we can knock this out. File transfers don't need to happen because it's all right here. That was a whole thing as well. So it was definitely a learning experience. Because we're gonna have to navigate that whenever I come out to you in Eugene or meet you somewhere else. Like we're gonna have to figure some more efficient ways to do what we're doing, and what that workflow looks like. But I think overall, I mean, it was a great weekend. Like,
Yeah.
I had so much fun on Friday meeting you, hanging out at Roger's studio.
Beautiful place, by the way, Raj.
Yo,
Fantastic.
shout him out, man. That was super great to use his space, use the launch monitor that he had. Obviously, chop it up with Tori and
Okay.
Baby Rain.
Baby Rain.
But yeah, that was really cool for me to see you meet him, because obviously I know Roger.
Yeah.
That was dope. I think that's the first guest that you met
Yeah, our
in
very
person,
first
right?
guest
Yeah.
I've ever met in person is Roger Steele.
Yeah. That was dope to use that space, and it felt like home, like the Chicago memorabilia, the golf memorabilia. Um it was it was great to be able to use that space, and um appreciate Roger for hooking that up.
Straight up.
That was big. That was
Also,
big, especially for our first event,
and it's
Yeah.
especially for it to be a day after getting broken into. His studio space
Yeah.
had got broken into the day before we recorded, and you would have thought nothing of it. So yeah, man, dope shit.
Yeah, they killed that.
Yeah. So,
Let's talk about the golf, because that was while we talk about the people we met. I know that'll be included in, or is in, the Father Time on the Go segment.
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I've already sent my video to our man Chris Staples, so I'm about to get right the pure flight performance way. So what you saw this past weekend will not be what you see next time.
Yeah, cause your boy. I mean, I got home, dog, and picked up my clubs and started like swinging my clubs in the living room. And I was like, "Oh, this feels normal."
Yeah, your boy had some rentals, huh?
Yeah, I felt real bad playing with some rentals, and also I just felt like I couldn't play golf right, bro. Getting off a plane, jitters, still kind of stiff, but no excuses, man. It was more fun than anything. The golf event was great. Like I said, Bridges of Poplar Creek was a beautiful golf course. The people, the volunteers there, excuse me, the housing, excuse me, the hosting people, like we said, Ateneo, Fairway Chi, Bata Sole.
Bata Sole, yeah.
They did a fantastic job of hosting an event that, for my first ever content charity creator event, made me want to come back for more. So definitely gonna be burning the bag. I'll be back out there next year. Y'all will see the Father Time pod
we didn't
back out
really
there again.
burn the bag. We definitely
Oh
didn't
no, I
burn.
burnt the
Yeah,
bag.
right.
I flew out there. That was the bag burner.
In my head, though, like we didn't go get the Sox jerseys. We didn't go out for drink. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like in Chicago, you didn't really blow the bag.
No,
In my
money
head,
was
you
spent more or
saved.
less on food with like Uber. Like Uber Eats was the most expensive thing that we had.
Yeah, but that would have been what we would have had to spend anyway. Like you didn't, no frivolous.
I was talking to my
spending.
wife about that though. I was like, bro, the one thing that I don't like is all the food that we wanted was in a sense way far out, so we couldn't just like drive to pick up the food and then drive back to like how it is here. So I was like, I get why people get frustrated with Uber Eats and like those like delivery services when they don't get their shit on time, because it's like, bro, I'm paying you a decent amount of fucking money. Bitch, get my shit here on time and it better be hot. Like that's it. But when we got Italian Fiesta, our driver, shout out to you, I don't know what your name was, but our driver brought Italian Fiesta. That shit was hot as hell. And I think I swallowed 3 pieces of pizza within like
so quick
seconds of ripping that fucking aluminum
foil. I definitely didn't think we were gonna like blow through a large that pizza quickly. Yeah, that quickly. I knew like we were gonna eat it, but like it was damn near gone as soon as it got there.
Yeah, for sure. As it should be, man. It's been a while, so.
Yeah, 1000%, 1000%. We
No,
want to talk
I
about
want
it.
to go back and talk to the point of like the golf event a little bit more.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Being with like finally seeing Gerard in person and the guys over at Ateneo, meeting homegirl Tessa and Roddy Golf, like all that shit, bro. It goes to show you that we all operate in a space of like, yo, this is for all of us. And what I saw there, I felt so in like invited. Also, I feel like I'm like a third Mexican, I'm a third Filipino now, and then I'm half black. Because I feel like I've been so accepted by the Filipino community, just based off of the relationships that we have, but also being there, that was growing the game. Like I don't know what I started playing golf in 2021.
Yeah.
I don't know what the game of golf was before that. I always thought of it to be like some goofy ass motherfuckers with pleated pants, and too tight polos who don't have swag or don't have like actually anything else to
Yeah.
hold on to. But to see that event, it was the growth of golf. It was people in tiki shirts or like little polos with
Yeah.
pineapples and emojis on it. It was Gerard and the Ateneo guys putting like a full fucking AAU team, like
Bro, that was
matching
wild.
all black fire shit. There was the guys that We Will Win who had the Bata Sole collaboration, which I will be getting that shirt and wearing it here on an episode as soon as it shows up. But you guys, like, if you can't get out to one, all those companies that we just shouted out that I just mentioned, we're gonna have some type of link for them in the description below. Please reach out, try to support them any way you can. A follow, a reshare, a like, a purchase. Those guys deserve it, and what they're doing is fantastic. Bata Sole and Ateneo, I think they have a school out in the Philippines, right?
They're working towards that, but I mean, they definitely take missions out to the Philippines. Bata Sole, this event was obviously to basically be a giant shoe drive to bring basketball shoes over back to the Philippines. But yeah, I mean, you got Ateneo doing their Students of the Game non-for-profit, essentially trying to bring educational resources to the Philippines on any of their trips back east. So yeah, it's really cool to see like that event. And I'm thinking of, we just mentioned him, Chris with Compton Country Club Initiative,
Mm-hmm.
Zach Neal with Golf Dads, obviously benefiting Hope Farms. Like, to have a product or a brand that is not solely out for itself. Like, yeah, everyone wants to make some money. That's within your right. But for you to tie that revenue to a purpose that isn't superficial, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like
I'm
it,
not just lining my pockets.
yeah. And you're not just lining somebody else's pockets either. Like there's some really good causes that all of those brands that I just listed are about. And to be at the event in person, we were originally planning on going to their event in DC. That just didn't make any sense for what we were trying to do. But yeah, I was really happy for you to meet all the people that kind of are aware of us.
Yeah.
More so me because I'm in Chicago, but they are aware of our show. And so that was cool. I think you actually caught someone like coming up to me that just follows me.
Yes, sir. We got that shit on
Like that.
camera.
Yeah, that was wild. Shout out Neil. That's the second time that's happened. Look, I'm going to talk about it. We can talk about it because like everything you said, factual. It is growing the game. I don't know if there was also a step back because we were also the niggas from Atlanta.
Oh my god.
Like, so I had the nigga face with when you mentioned it was growing the game because like yes, but also no, because like we were the niggas from Atlanta. Yeah, so there was that. So I didn't want to say that.
Oh man.
But all that to say, like, yes, I need to work on my introduction, but we talked about this conversation with Roger, and I don't want to get too into it because it is a piece of content that I'm conceptualizing right now.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know how to flip back and forth between being in the moment and then being in the pocket. And when this airs, or at around the time this airs, we'll explain what that is.
But that's, again, those are things that we'll work on. It'll be better the second time we do it, and it'll be even better the third
Oh,
time.
for sure. For sure. Yeah, that's definitely something I look forward to improving, because it just means more reps. Like we talked about, like we asked for events and moments like this.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
we were as prepared as we were going to be, kind of like fatherhood. Like we were as prepared as we were going to be until we weren't prepared, and then we just kind of roll with it. Like, all right, we make the best of it out of the situation. And we had fun,
Yeah, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face, man. So.
Exactly.
And we altered.
And
we were able to counter. We had fun.
oh, you countered for sure. Type shit.
Type shit. What do you mean? Tell me about the magic of May, because we talked about that earlier. We kind of teased it in the intro. What has that been like? Her energy, her personality this past week.
Bro, like she met you.
Yeah, she did. She met Uncle Bear.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people that watch the show or listen to the show, they know, like, I mean, Maejari doesn't really see a whole lot of outsiders outside of daycare. And so for her to openly kind of approach you, obviously the first time she was like, wait a second, like, because we picked her up from daycare.
Yep.
And she was like, I know you, but like you're here.
Why are you not on the
just
cell
push
phone?
the button to make you go away. Like every time I turn, like every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like that's what she was like, really, like, wait a second, he's here, Papa.
Yeah.
Like you see him too. Like I'm not crazy. You see him too. Cool. But yeah, as soon as we got back to the crib and she was able to like really size you up and not be like in her car seat looking back, like I mean, when you left that Friday night, like she's like, where Uncle Bear go? Like it was, oh, he'll be back. Oh, okay, we'll see Uncle Bear. Like, and then when she woke up that morning, like, where Uncle Bear? And I'm like, yeah. Like it was cool to see. There was a moment, I think Kate left the kitchen and I was already in the office trying to like make sure we had everything we needed for the next day, or I think I was doing a file transfer or something. And I was just like, oh, Maejari's like alone with this person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, listening. Obviously, still doing, like, I'm within earshot. I'm like, oh no, she's playing.
Yes,
Like she's playing, and she was instructing you, like she was directing playtime. It wasn't like you were trying to like pull teeth of like, hey, do you want to do like, no, it was no, Uncle Bale, hold this. It was do this, it was do that. And so that was yeah, it was just really cool to see, for her to meet someone that I care very deeply for and that I know will be a part of my life for a very long time. And for her to have met you and to have responded the way she did, obviously that means you passed the sniff test. That's all it means. Like, I'm like, all right, hey, like if she wasn't with it, then I'm like, all right, I gotta think about this, or like, what about this isn't working, or like, yeah, like I don't know what that would have entailed, but
for sure,
that's definitely nigga, I don't have. Yeah, nigga, I don't have to think about it because she likes you, so we good.
Yeah. No, it was great. It was, bro. Okay, don't cry. Okay, seeing her was like, all right. So I know I'm good with De'Meco, right? Me and De'Meco are cool. We've been talking for 2.5 years. It's up, bro. It was, will his wife and daughter kind of accept me into that role that I already see myself in? Like I see myself as brother-in-law. I see myself as Uncle Bear. So like, would they rock with me the same way that I rock with them? And like, picked up May, She was a little standoffish, but that's perfectly fine. The second her mom got in the car, though, and like me and her mom interact, and she hears her mom was like, "What's up with that guy?" And literally, bro, the belly chuckle lit the entire car up. Like it was awesome. It was a fantastic feeling. And then like you said, being at the house, they both dipped out, and like I wasn't nervous at all because I'm around babies all the time. I have one. I know what the fuck to do with kids. You kind of let them. It's like a dog or wild animal. You kind of let them come up to you. You don't approach the wild animal. But I had been interacting with this baby for so long, so like she kind of knew me, so I knew all I had to do was warm up the car, and it was this fucking slinky toy. It's like a little oval. You pull it out, makes it real big, and we play with that. We play with a school bus car. We play with her basketball hoop. Man, it was just awesome to actually see her. She fed me a piece of cheese that I didn't know what it was at first. I was like,
what is?
Because she had chalk. She had chalk in her hand at first. I was like, I don't know.
Can't decide whether if this is chalk or I'm gonna eat it. You gave it to me.
Yes, the baby gave it to me, and the one thing I'm not gonna do is piss her off. Thank God it was this mozzarella cheese with string cheese. No, man, it was awesome. And then I got to get back home, and now I'll talk about my feeling with my baby girl. Because once I got back, well, she was texting me the entire time I was gone. So we were texting, talking, and I was like, when Daddy gets back, you know, I'm gonna pick you up. We can go bowling. And she was like, "Oh, well, I don't get back this day. I get back this day. Do you want to come have lunch with me?" And I was like, "Yeah." And literally, bro, she was like, "Remember, lunch is this day, this time. Remember, Daddy, this day, this time." And I'm literally in the drive-thru at McDonald's getting her food. She calls me. She's like, "Hey, lunch is about to start in a few minutes." I was like, "Dude, I'm literally like, I got 10 minutes. I got a 10-minute buffer, dog, to get there." But I was like, I'm like 3 minutes away. I've been there a little bit. And to see the joy on her face when she heard my car pull up. So she heard my car pull up, I parked, and literally I get out the car and I just hear like, "Daddy!" And nigga, the smile that came over my face, I was floating. I floated. It's like slow motion, bombs going off in the background, the cool nigga walking an action movie slow, like floating, bro. And to have my baby girl just like embracing that way and like tell me how much she missed me. And like she initiated the like, "Oh, Daddy, I missed you." And I was like, "Nigga, I miss you too, bro. Like you three whole weeks, just me and you, nigga. Let's get it cracking. You ready? Because I'm ready. I just put my back up, but we can go to get air. Like we can go to the bounce house, we can go bowling, like all that." But it was the feeling of like I missed home so fucking much, and seeing my wife get off the plane, and then seeing my dog, that nigga went fucking berserk when he saw me. But all those things, bro, it's like being back home was like I remember why I moved here type thing. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. It was a humbling experience, if anything, to be back home.
Oh, I can imagine. Like it's real. And I mean, we talk about it, and it was mentioned in my Father Time on the Go of like, I know what you're saying no to by saying yes to come to Chicago. I honestly, it would have been difficult, but I'm like, if you said, "Hey, I can't get on this plane," I would have been like, "Oh, fuck, I get it."
Yeah,
because nigga, like you,
we
like
left
me,
not disrespectfully, bro, but we left the course with 4 or 5 holes to go, bro. We got to get home for bedtime. Cause fuck you talking about? Golf
and
can
it
wait.
wasn't even
Family's
no
more important.
hesitation. Yeah, no hesitation, no
None.
hesitation at all. Like people
There
were
was no
texting
push.
me, like texting you, like, "Hey, where'd you guys go?" And I'm like, I don't miss bedtime.
Nope.
Like, and it was cool for me to flex that. I'm like, y'all don't like. I have a father. Like, we have a podcast where I talk about how dope it is to be a father, and I pride myself on missing or not missing bedtime and wake ups. The only time I missed a bedtime or wake up is when I did the 100-hole hike with Roger because I was in Wisconsin. But that was literally just for the night. I was back before dinner, so I missed that night and the morning wake up.
Yeah.
And I was back.
Obviously
FaceTime, but like, yeah, I'm completely aware of what you said no to because I know how much obviously I know how much Penelope means to you. I know how much Alma means to you. I know how much Milo means to you. Like I know that you don't live in Chicago for a reason.
Yes,
Like
Lord.
I know that me and my family are a reason why you're like, could I? But I like, bro, you go where your family goes, and that's what it's about. And if you were to have told me, hey, I can't get on this plane for some whatever the reason is, I'm like, I get it. It sucks. I'm gonna miss you. We'll figure this out.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out. And that was something that when you called me the day before, that's what I thought. I was like, I don't want to tell him, hey, it's okay if you don't want to come, because I want him to come. Like I want bro to like get back to Chicago. But I'm like, if he makes that decision, I would be okay with it, because I would still play in the golf event. I'll still do whatever I can to get what we need to do. Hey, that just means we're not using the studio space. We can still record. It becomes like we can make it work. But being your friend in that moment was more important than making sure you got here for work, because that's what this is. It's work. This is work. And I know how like traveling is hard.
Fucking
like especially like
I smoke a lot, y'all, so I can't travel with what I like to travel with. So I like to smoke weed. Flower.
Like it's definitely something like, like there's an anxiety for me traveling post COVID, like obviously everything that's going on with the airlines and shit, like it's fucking scary. So like any one of those reasons, if you were to say, hey, De'Meco, I can't, I'd be like, bro, I get it. I would have gone through that same thought process and would have, hey, bro, I kept my word. I gotta go. Or hey, you know what? I also kept my word to my wife and my daughter. I gotta stay here. Like, we would have figured that out.
It was a great time, man, and it was awesome to be able to like experience bedtime, or at least experience like that dinner time with Maejari and Kate and them, and be on South Michigan Ave, and literally the first day I got to the hotel and then just walked around, bro. I just literally just walked up and down. I walked from pretty much the past
Nigga, they gonna see it in your father time.
Yeah, y'all see it.
She ain't got no cousins. And so that was also something that I did last weekend. Shout out our friends at Little Sundays. Jake and his daughter Elle celebrated her 3rd birthday. So we had to go and check them out. That was interesting because I think that was the first like birthday party Maejari, like a playground birthday party that she could move around at. That was the first time she's ever done anything like that. And the weather was very similar to how it was on the golf course. It wasn't like super warm. It looked nice, but it was the wind just like killed the day. Maejari ain't never seen a bounce house. So she was skeptical because all the other kids who are older than her were on there jumping. So seeing a group of kids jumping in a bounce house for a 2-year-old is very intimidating.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You got to size it up. So, hey, Papa, let's go play over here somewhere where I can scope out. And I'm like, oh, I get that. You trying to see who the weird kids are. You don't want to play with them. Okay, cool. You're going to figure this out. You're going to play over here on this swing set because it's just a solo play session. Okay, got you. She did watch this like 9 or 10-year-old girl doing straight up backflips, bro.
Damn.
And then like began to proceed to try to replicate the backflip. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you're going to be some type of prodigy. Like see something, do something type shit. Okay, got it. It's just wild again to see her comparatively to other kids as far as size. People keep telling me like, oh yeah, you and Kate are big. And I'm like, bro, I just saw my boy. Like I just saw Blair. Right? I'm not that tall. Like I'm tall, but I'm above average, but I'm not I'm not 6'2". Okay. Nigga, you damn near 6'3". All right, let's just be real. Like, all right, let's stop lying to the people. Nigga 6'3". Just say you 6'3" so I can say I'm 6'1". You know, like look, come on, type shit.
Type shit. I'm 6'3" now.
I'm gonna have to adjust the emojis on the screen so one's just you just a little tall.
Nigga, you said you were 6'1", 6 foot, so I thought we were the same height.
Nigga. Yeah, exactly.
Yo, when I told my wife that when I got back, she's like, see, finally somebody else told you. Cause I'm like, she's like telling me all the time. She's like, you're not 6 foot. I'm like, I am.
Yeah.
No shoes, bare feet to the ground. I'm like 6.
Yeah, but nigga, you wearing shoes 98% of the day, so nigga, you 6'2", okay? But no, it was so much fun to see you. It was crazy on how exhausting it was. Because again, we've never done anything like that. So to be in father time mode the whole time was exhausting. You touched on it. Like I
have a question for you.
Yeah.
And this is something that like I guess like people probably are going to want to know too. Was I or am I the same person that you see here online in real time? Because I believe you are. Like the same person. I mean, you got drained, of course, and everybody does. Like gets to a point where like, all right, so this is not my normal schedule. I really feel like I have to entertain this person because they are here. But you kind of saw with me is like, unless like I feel like it's an awkward silence and that needs voices, I'm pretty much going to stay as quiet as possible. Remember, really, that's what we do here at the house. I'm like, quiet, she's quiet. I'll say some random shit, and she's like, good. So, but like, what was that interaction? Like, oh, so this person's fake, or like he's acting, and I wouldn't feel away because like I was on, but I feel like me being on and me are the same person. Just like me being on is just like I have to turn it up to 11 instead of 10.
Yeah, so there's a difference from the stance of father time Blair. When we were working, we were working. When we weren't working, you're the same Blair that I see on FaceTime and vice versa. You know, like it again. We talk all the time when people ask like, "Oh, are you excited to see your best friend?" I'm like, I mean, yes, but I'm like, I see him and talk to him every day about anything and everything that comes through my feed or pops in my head or happened at work, whatever. I'm talking to this dude because our lives at this moment are intertwined with, we talk about our friendship, we talk about growing individually, which means we grow together. But then we're business partners trying to navigate this. So we are literally always talking, if not about personal life, we're talking about the show. This is why we talk about balancing fatherhood, relationships, careers, and passions. That's literally what we do all of the time. There's just a difference in the voice that we put on our camera, our radio voice. Like we talked about it. Like, bro, I code switch on a very normal basis. I'm not saying nigga all the time. I don't talk with this level of intensity. This is just who I am normally.
Do you have anything for the people moving forward? Shout out to Wilson Golf as well. Do you have anything for the people moving forward or what?
Yeah, I mean, you don't know this. I just got the something amazing just kind of crossed my desk. Okay. At the time of recording, or no, at the time of airing, you guys should be aware of our featured drink. With our friends at Homecourt Collective.
I did not know if we were going to say that or not.
Yeah, well, I just found out because I just asked them because I knew we were recording. I was like, hey, when are you announcing the drink so that we can time out our posts? And so they just said that it's going to be the week after Mother's Day, which Mother's Day is Sunday. So within the next 10 days, we will know. So before we air our first episode. So that will be whatever this is Thursday video. It'll be chiming in that. Maybe I'll do it at
the place?
Homecourt. Yeah, maybe I'll do it there. But yeah. So that'll be if you find yourself in Chicago, be sure to check out Miyagi Records, where Homecourt Collective is featuring a coffee drink, a banana nut syrup pistachio latte thing. Like, it's just like
a banana nut.
Bro,
it's just banana bread.
Only reason I'm saying there's a little nut on top. All right, baby. We talking about Father Time, okay? All right.
Okay, so the only reason I'm going to put the asterisk in there and say that it's not banana nut syrup is for people who have nut allergies. So when you get the drink, they will have the option of putting a pistachio and a banana chip on the drink. But you don't have to get the nut. You don't have to get the nut. The nut.
And if you listen to Father Time, you gave the nut. That's what I'm just saying.
Oh, God. I was going to say the nut is for niggas like him. For him and him only.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. type shit.
The nut is for niggas like him. Wait a minute.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? All right, with that being said, y'all, we can keep this shit going for forever.
For real.
What are we talking about? What are we doing? Yeah, man. So,
bro,
check out the homies over at Homecourt Collective. They also are featured guests on the Father Time on the Go. That's accompanying
that
this
you
episode.
just
Dropped as you saw him. You saw the drink before this.
Yeah.
But for the people who didn't see, because you're listening, go see. But if you Homecourt banana nut Father Time. Oh man. All right, y'all. Well, again, I love my brother to death, dog. We could have been doing this forever, and we will. But we're not gonna do it on camera. So for De'Meco, aka Sunny D, I'm your play partner, host of Motion Country Cousin Blair, aka Sir Winnie, aka Southside Bunker Bear. Love you, man. Love you, Penny. Yeah, man. Love you guys. Make sure you tell somebody you love them. Peace.
Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who's been a father, superhero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little Father Time with me. You should try a little Father Time with me.